Imagine waking up in a small, peaceful college town only to find it shattered by a horrific crime. In November 2022, four University of Idaho students Ethan Chapin, Zana Kernodle, Madison Mojan, and Kaylee Goncalves were found brutally murdered in their off-campus home in Moscow, Idaho. This shocking event has left the town reeling and has captured national attention. But what really happened that night? Who could commit such a monstrous act, and why were these students targeted? The details of this case are as perplexing as they are chilling. Ethan, Zana, Madison, and Kaylee were more than just students. They were friends, dreamers, and cherished members of their community. Moscow, a tight knit town known for its friendly atmosphere and the university at its heart, now finds itself grappling with fear and sorrow. Join us as we delve into the haunting mystery of the Idaho College murders, exploring every clue and uncovering the unanswered questions that continue to baffle investigators and the public alike. In the early hours of November 13th, 2022, a scene of unimaginable horror unfolded in a quiet off campus home in Moscow, Idaho. The rental house, once filled with laughter and the everyday hustle of college life, became the site of a brutal massacre. The bodies of Ethan Chapin, Zana Kernadel, Madison Mojan, and Kaylee Goncalves were discovered, each bearing multiple stab wounds, a testament to the ferocity of the attack. Let's piece together the timeline of that fateful night. The evening began like any other. The friends were enjoying a typical Saturday night, attending a party and sharing moments together. They returned to their home in the early hours of the morning, unaware that it would be their last. The attack is believed to have occurred between 3 and 4 a.m., a time when the victims were likely asleep, caught completely off guard by their assailant. The discovery of the bodies was made later that morning by a roommate who had been out for the night. The initial call to 911 reported an unconscious person, but responding officers quickly realized the true horror of the situation. The scene that greeted them was one of chaos and bloodshed, with signs of a violent struggle evident throughout the house. Each victim had been stabbed multiple times, indicating a deeply personal and rage fueled attack. As the police secured the scene and began their investigation, the magnitude of the crime started to sink in. This was not a random act of violence, it was a calculated and brutal murder that shocked the community and drew immediate media attention. The forensic team worked meticulously, collecting evidence and trying to piece together what had transpired in those dark hours. The initial police response was swift, but the complexity of the crime scene hinted at the challenges that lay ahead in solving this case. The investigation into the Idaho College murders has proven to be a labyrinth of complexity and challenges. From the outset, the brutal nature of the crime presented immediate hurdles for law enforcement. The crime scene itself, a shared rental home, was a chaotic tableau of violence, making it difficult for investigators to reconstruct the sequence of events. Forensic evidence quickly became the cornerstone of the investigation. The meticulous process of collecting and analyzing evidence began immediately, with forensic experts combing through every inch of the house. Blood spatter patterns, fingerprints, and potential DNA traces were gathered, each piece a crucial part of the puzzle. The significance of this evidence cannot be overstated. It holds the potential to identify the perpetrator and provide a clear picture of how the attack unfolded. However, the sheer volume of forensic material, combined with the need for precise and thorough analysis, slowed the pace of the investigation. Each piece of evidence had to be carefully examined and cross referenced, a painstaking process that left the community anxious for answers. In parallel with the forensic efforts, police conducted numerous interviews with individuals connected to the victims. Friends, family members, classmates, and acquaintances were all questioned in an attempt to uncover any potential motives or leads. The victims' social circles were scrutinized, and any recent interactions or conflicts were investigated. Despite these efforts, identifying a clear suspect has remained elusive. The complexity of the case is further compounded by the emotional toll it has taken on the community. The investigators are not only grappling with a highly intricate crime scene, but also with the pressure of solving a case that has deeply affected the lives of many. The stakes are high, and every lead, no matter how small, is pursued with relentless determination. As the investigation continues, the hope remains that the forensic evidence and the insights gained from interviews will eventually converge, revealing the truth behind this horrific crime and bringing justice for Ethan, Zana, Madison, and Kaylee. The impact of the Idaho College murders on the University of Idaho community has been profound and far reaching. The shock and grief felt by students, faculty, and residents of Moscow, Idaho, have created a somber atmosphere throughout the town. This once tight knit and peaceful community has been deeply shaken by the brutal loss of four of its members. In the days following the tragedy, the community came together to honor the memories of Ethan Chapin, Zana Kernodle, Madison Mojan, and Kaylee Goncalves. Vigils and memorials were organized, providing spaces for mourning and solidarity. Thousands attended these events, lighting candles, sharing stories, and offering support to one another. The outpouring of grief and love was palpable, a testament to the strong bonds within the university and the town. The university itself responded swiftly to support its grieving students and staff. Counseling services were made readily available, with mental health professionals offering their expertise to help the community cope with the trauma. These services included individual counseling, group therapy sessions, and on site support in common areas where students could gather and express their feelings. In addition to professional support, a network of peer support emerged, with students forming groups to check in on each other and provide mutual comfort. The university also established a memorial fund to assist the families of the victims and to create lasting tributes in their honor. These efforts aim to not only provide immediate relief, but also to foster long-term healing. The sense of unity and resilience displayed by the University of Idaho community has been remarkable. Despite the overwhelming sorrow, the collective response has shown a determination to remember and honor the victims while supporting one another through this dark time. The community's strength and solidarity offer a beacon of hope as they continue to navigate the aftermath of this horrific event. The Idaho College murders quickly became a focal point for nationwide media coverage, capturing the attention of news outlets across the country. The brutal nature of the crime, combined with the young age and promising futures of the victims, created a compelling and tragic story that dominated headlines. The media's intense focus brought the case into the national spotlight, ensuring that the details of the investigation and the community's reaction were widely disseminated. This extensive coverage played a dual role. On one hand, it kept the public informed and maintained pressure on law enforcement to solve the case. On the other, it sometimes led to a flurry of speculation and misinformation. As new details emerged, the media's interpretation and presentation of the facts often influenced public perception and fueled widespread interest. Social media platforms have also played a significant role in the investigation. A new breed of digital detectives known as social media sleuths has emerged. These true crime enthusiasts meticulously analyze available information, share theories, and discuss possible leads. While their efforts have generated valuable insights and kept the case alive in the public eye, they have also, at times, led to unfounded accusations and distractions from the official investigation. The true crime community, always eager to unravel a mystery, has been particularly captivated by this case. Numerous theories and speculations have circulated online, ranging from potential motives to the identity of the perpetrator. Podcasts, YouTube channels, and forums dedicated to true crime have dissected every available detail, often presenting elaborate narratives that blend fact with conjecture. This public fascination has kept the conversation going, but has also complicated the narrative with various, sometimes conflicting hypotheses. In the midst of this media frenzy, the challenge remains to sift through the noise and focus on credible leads and factual evidence. The extensive coverage and public engagement underscore the widespread impact of the Idaho College murders, highlighting the community's desire for justice and the enduring mystery that continues to perplex both investigators and the public. As of now, the investigation into the Idaho College murders remains active and ongoing. Despite extensive efforts by law enforcement, no suspects have been publicly identified, and the case continues to puzzle both investigators and the public. The forensic evidence gathered from the crime scene is still being analyzed, with authorities hoping that technological advancements and meticulous scrutiny will yield a breakthrough. Several key questions remain unanswered. Who committed this horrific crime and what was their motive? How did the perpetrator manage to enter the home and execute such a brutal attack without being detected? Are there any witnesses or pieces of evidence yet to be uncovered that could shed light on this dark mystery? These questions hang heavy over the investigation, driving the relentless pursuit of justice. Potential leads and theories have surfaced, some more credible than others. Investigators have explored various angles, including personal relationships, potential grudges, and random acts of violence. Social media sleuths and true crime enthusiasts have contributed their own theories, some of which align with official lines of inquiry, while others venture into more speculative territory. Each new piece of information, no matter how small, is meticulously evaluated as investigators strive to connect the dots. The Idaho College murders have left an indelible mark on the community of Moscow, Idaho, and beyond. The brutal loss of Ethan Chapin, Zana Kernodle, Madison Mojan, and Kaylee Goncalves continues to haunt us as we search for answers and hope for justice. The investigation is still very much alive, with each day bringing the potential for new discoveries and breakthroughs. As we reflect on the impact of this tragic case, we are reminded of the importance of community, resilience, and the unwavering pursuit of truth. If you have any information that could help solve this case, please contact the authorities. Your tip could be the key to unlocking this mystery. If you found this video insightful, please like, subscribe, and share your thoughts and theories in the comments below. Let's keep the memory of Ethan, Zana, Madison, and Kaylee alive and continue to support their families in their quest for justice. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for more updates on this case and other true crime stories.